So you might be thinking that you can't possibly write a good book because, well, let's just face it, in school, English wasn't your best subject. But does that mean that you're gonna suck at writing a book? No, in fact, the opposite could turn out to be true. Because here's the thing, you were not taught to write books in school. You were taught to write essays and regurgitate information into a test booklet. You had like 20 minutes to write down everything you know about the French Revolution and go. And that's so stressful. Maybe you learned how to write lab reports or dissertations. None of that has anything to do with writing an effective business book that inspires, educates, and sells. You already have all the skills you need to write that great nonfiction book. And in this video, I'm going to tell you the significant differences between what you were taught by your English teacher and what you actually need to write a book. But before we dive into that, I want you to check out the link to my free one-page book planner. It's going to help you get started after the video ends, but keep watching. So let's talk about essays to start with. What's the difference between an essay and a book? An essay is pretty much just a list of facts that you learned with an introduction and a conclusion. Maybe it's 3 pages, maybe it's 5 pages, but basically you're just trying to talk about a random topic. You're not really taking anybody on a journey through a story. A nonfiction book is actually a piece of teaching. It's inspiration for the reader. It's structured differently. You need frameworks and stories and maybe some exercises or case studies. It's not just an assignment that you're completing for a grade in school. This is your life, it's your career, it's your story, and you're sharing it with the world. And that is so much more important than whatever you learn to write in school just to get the A. The second thing you want to understand that's different is the tone of the writing. In school, you were judged, and let's face it, that's what grades are. They're judging you on your ability to follow the rules. Where do the commas go? What is it a complete sentence? How diverse is your vocabulary? Guess what? None of that matters now. Yes, you need to make sure that the book is readable, and that's why we have all these wonderful people. They're called editors. But writing in a conversational tone makes your work more accessible to the reader. They grow to know and like and trust you, which only helps them come into your business pre-sold on working with you. So when you write in a conversational tone, all that means is that you're writing as if you're talking to your friend across the table, talking to them over a beer, hanging out and explaining a topic to them. If your friend came and sat down and asked you, what's the best way to invest in real estate? You're just gonna tell them. You're not gonna like start thinking about, well, I need an introduction and I need 3 subparagraphs and then I need a conclusion. You don't write like that because you don't talk like that. People wanna hear you talk the way that you actually are. They want to see your personality. So conversational tone is amazing for writing nonfiction books. Not so great for dissertations. Next, it's really unlikely that you learned how to persuade when you were writing those 3-page papers in school. Writing a business book means you need to use a different set of writing tools. Not because you need to hard sell the readers, but because you need them to trust you and believe what you're telling them. And that's a completely different set of skills. You've got to be able to lead them on a logical argument that reaches their emotions so that they're emotionally ready to believe what you say, and they're logically ready to believe what you say, and they're excited about working with you. They trust you, they like you. All of that happens when you can use persuasive language rather than the dry language that you might have learned in school. So if you had a hard time writing in school, or maybe you even flunked English class, that doesn't mean that you can't write a great book. And if you do need help, there are plenty of people out there who can help you, from ghostwriters to editors and writing coaches. A book is rarely written alone, no matter how great a writer that author happens to be. So if you're ready to stop thinking about writing your book and actually get started, I'd love to help you. Click below to access everything you need to get started right now.